If you want to message us on the Mixlr chat function, then you're more than welcome to do so. We'll read out a couple of your messages and just have a bit of a discussion about this game. Because so far in the opening 2 minutes and 40 seconds, it has been a very good game. As Nick Hayes is going to send the ball forward. But it's only headed down by Alfie Santos, who gives it to Dan Griffiths. And he feeds through Oleszynski, who's in on goal here. Takes the touch. It's gone round Nick Hayes, but can he keep the ball from going out of the area? Here's Lowell. Hayes has scrambled back onto his goal line. Here's Santos now. Is he going to swing a ball in right-footed? No, he manages to palm it back off towards Lowell, who's driving a lot of space. Here's Joe Hanks in a good shooting opportunity. He squares it for Lowell. Oh, it's cleared off the line there. That was absolutely brilliant by Nemhart, who just managed to scramble back on the line and clear that off. What an opportunity for Chippenham. And speaking of opportunities, here come Hemel Hempstead forward with Rhys Robbins. And Rhys Robbins was challenged there by Alfie Santos, who seems to have taken up a deeper position in these opening few minutes. Support is Kieran Parcell sends the ball out, but one of the Hemel Hempstead players manages to slip down over it, and the ball is bouncing around. Here's Will Richards, sends the ball out to Santos, right-hand side. And that's a lovely little dinked ball up towards Alex Bray in the right-back position. He's absolutely streaming forward, as that's a nice ball into the box, but Nemhart clears it. Dan Griffiths, is he going to get an opportunity to shoot? He dribbles it past, and that's a shot by Callum Gunner. Just fell to the Englishman's left foot, and he just swept the ball over the bar. Dan Griffiths did really well after receiving the ball from Alex Bray. Skipped past a couple of Hemel Hempstead defenders, and the ball just fell to Callum Gunner. I think snatched a small bit of that opportunity, but still remains after 11 minutes here at Vauxhall Road. Hemel Hempstead 0, Chippenham Town 0. Another big chance goes begging for the Bluebirds. Nick Hayes to take another goal kick out on towards the head of Carla J, but Kieran Parcell challenges him. Here's Alfie Sruli now, just in front of us, and just in front of the Hemel Hempstead dugout, and Ajayi now receives the ball from him. He's going to sweep a left-footed ball out towards Josh Castiglione, but it's a little bit overrun now. Castiglione keeps it in. He's going to now sweep a right-footed cross in. That's really good header away by Kieran Parcell. And Dan Griffiths with a lovely little flick as Carla J there pulls back Luke Russ, and that was real promising counter-attack for Chippenham Town. Ajayi just absolutely pulled back Luke Russ by the shirt. I believe there might even be a small rip on Luke Russ's shirt there. And it's going to be a yellow card there for number 4, Carla Ajayi. So 12 minutes into this game, he really is going to be walking on eggshells, the defensive midfielder, for the rest of the game. And Mike Cook, just to my left, felt maybe that could have been a bit more, because he wasn't going for the ball at all, purely just a grab of the shirt. And that potentially put a stop to a promising Chippenham Town counter-attack. Sends the ball down the line. Dan Griffiths might challenge the goalkeeper for this, Nick Hayes. Magoma misses the header, but so does Kieran Parcell. Sruli challenge as well. Luke Russ in towards Joe Hanks. This is a nice play from Chippenham. Good one-touch stuff. Santos gives it to Alex Bray, who's making headway forward now. A little bit of a slip from Bray, but actually dummies his opponent there. Good stuff from Alex Bray. Gunner out towards Greenslade. What's he going to do with this ball? He's going to deliver it left-footed up towards Dan Griffiths with a header. That's a really good save by Nick Hayes to palm the ball away. And it wasn't in towards the Chippenham Town striker either. Good save from Nick Hayes. First time he's been called into serious action in this game. Earlier on, his defender, Joash Nemhard, was called into action and he managed to clear it off the line. But that's the first action, serious action, for any goalkeeper in this game. Good saves, because it was Dan Griffiths there who managed to put a header on target. A little bit further side of the goalkeeper, and maybe that was a goal. But biggest chance we've seen, I think, in this half now for Chippenham is, speaking of, we have a throw-in on the far side. It's going to be Alfie Santos to take, as the referee now is going to come over and speak with Chippenham centre-half Will Richards, who seems to be having a conversation in himself with Alfie Sruli, as Richards... Oh no, sorry, I believe that is Joe Hanks, who's down on the far side as well. Not much concern from the Chippenham bench, as Mike Cook is just on-looking. Maybe he's wonder what he's pondering this afternoon. Has played very well. I spoke to him, catched up with him after the Oxford game. You'll see if you watch the interviews on our YouTube channel. He was very happy with how they played, but not so happy with the result. Felt we lacked a bit of clinicalness in front of goal, which... I mean, in the opening 26 minutes of this game, you can very much vouch for. Ball inside, but Sruli can't get there. Parcell with it now. Westbrook intercepts well. Magoma. Sorry, not Magoma. It's the captain, Manton. A couple of midfielders is going to confuse me in this game. Here's Robbins. In towards Kopekwa. Sends the ball in right-footed. That's a good header Ajayi was in the middle there, maybe with a bit more power, a little bit more conviction on the header. Could have headed Hemel Hempstead in front. There's a lot of H's in that sentence. There's a left-footed ball, I believe, by Chappell, the man who's starting in central defence today. Morris, as a gunner, looks a little bit worse for wear. It's a really strong challenge from the number 2 for Hemel Hempstead. And a Chippenham have a throw in. Danny Greenslade just a few yards in front of us. You may even be able to hear him as he sends the ball back. Here's Kieran Parcell. Back towards the goalkeeper, Will Henry, who takes a nice touch to take Shirley out of the game. Parcell, long ball forward, up towards Ola Lawal, who chests that down really well. That's a lovely touch by Lawal. He's going to think about doing something. And he went for the effort. He was on the left-hand side of the goal, took his touch to get a better shooting angle and went for that bottom left corner to maybe find Nick Hayes catching him napping rather. But the ball was just a little bit too further left and nothing came of it. Going to be challenged by Parcell yet again in this half. Shirley does really well to keep the ball. Here's Morris. He's going to go backwards towards Westbrook. He's being put under pressure by Lawal. Here's Westbrook. Scott Morris. Here's Nemhart, whose real block off the line is the difference between these two sides at the minute. Otherwise, Chippenham would have been ahead. Scott Morris. Good touch on Greenslade. Great challenge by Greenslade. Lawal maybe has to play the ball forward towards Dan Griffiths, who's through on goal. Dan Griffiths is 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, and Dan Griffiths scores again in the National League South. Lovely goal by Dan Griffiths, and what a time to get it for Chippenham Town. Dan Griffiths gets his 3rd goal this season. It was a lovely ball by Olawal, who played the ball right-footed, and Griffiths had all the time in the world to think about what he was going to do. Right-footed ball right into the bottom right of the corner. Nick Hayes had absolutely no chance with that. And whenever there's a best time for a goal, Dan Griffiths loves to find one just before the interval, and just as the board was hoisted up in front of me for 2 minutes of added time, the number 10 for Chippenham sends them into the lead at half-time. That's a lovely goal. As the Chippenham players walk back into their half, as celebrations ensue really. Ola Lawal did so well there just to turn his man, send him out of the game. And I mean, it's nothing but deserved for Chippenham Town. They deserved that goal. And it's good that Dan Griffiths was there to be clinical for them. Lovely stuff. It's going to be probably about 2 minutes of added time. Right down in the corner to my right-hand side, the goal that Chippenham are shooting towards. It's going to be a throw-in Chappell to take. Dan Griffiths did really well to press there. It's a good header there by Castiglione. Hanks heads it down. Santos gets involved and wins a free kick. Santos got in there for a challenge. As the Hemel Hempstead chairman to the side of me believes that Kyle Ajayi gave away gave the defensive midfielder. But Joe Hanks, just a couple of metres in front of us, is going to swing this ball in. He's probably about 40 yards out from goal. Joe Hanks swings a dangerous ball in towards the far post. Parcell heads! Oh no, Kieran! Kieran Parcell with a really brave header there. It was a pinpoint ball and you might have been able to hear his frustrated scream as he headed the ball against the post. And that was a mere couple of inches away as I could see Luke Russ stood on the far side of the pitch. A Port Vale man for stopping Luke Russ by driving forward. So that's 2 yellow cards for Hemel Hempstead if you are joining us for the second half. That was Rhys Robbins being yellow carded, and that was Kyle Ajayi was booked for actually pulling back Luke Russ. So Luke Russ in the wars today. Joe Hanks, who delivered the ball onto Parcell's head a couple of minutes ago, that found the post, is going to get another opportunity now. Shirley runs in front of the ball and wastes a bit more time. Hanks to deliver this ball into the box. It's high. Will Richards going to go for the header down. Kieran Parcell's there again. Parcell preyed on the ball after Will Richards tried to flick the ball on towards goal. The flag did go up, however, so Parcell was offside, but he put the ball wide anyway. That's another opportunity for the Chippenham skipper to get his 3rd goal of the season. 57 minutes gone. Hemel Hempstead 0, who are readying a change now. Chippenham Town 1, courtesy of a Dan Griffiths lovely little side-footed crest ball into the back of the net. Danny Greenslade with a firm challenge. Gunner with a lovely touchdown. Oh, that's a very firm challenge by Josh Nemhard, who challenged, and Dan Griffiths and Nemhard have gone head-to-head now. Oh, and Dan Griffiths moved his head in a bit of an aggressive way there. I wouldn't be surprised now if Dan Griffiths sees red. Griffiths has lost his head. and he's being ushered away by Chippenham Town players. Ajayi is run over. Chappell has run over towards the referee to demonstrate, and it was Dan Griffiths and Chappell, I believe, and it's a red card. Dan Griffiths, for a headbutt, has seen red. The goal scorer for Chippenham Town walks for, I mean, it's a stupid challenge, really. He didn't need to do that. To think of that one, but 22 minutes to go. Here is the number 20 for Hemel Hempstead. Ball down the line towards Mantum now, right in the corner. Ball delivered into the box, but it's well blocked by Luke Russ, and it's going to be a throw-in for Hemel Hempstead. Taken quickly. Here's Chris Paul, who goes back towards Mantum. Here's Number. But the ball's overhit, but luckily there's no Chippenham players forward to presser Joash Nimhard. Here's Mantum now, the captain, who's seen a lot of the ball in this game. Here's Morris, just manages to keep the ball. A lot of these Hemel Hempstead passes are being overhit or underhit. This is a good turn. This is a good shot. Oh, Will Henry spills the shot. Oh no! Oh, Hemel Hempstead have wasted an absolutely glorious chance there. Reece Robbins had a shot from just about on the edge of the box. It was a bit of a dangerous effort. The ball, I think, moved in midair as Will Henry spilled the ball. And it looks to be captain Sam Mantum, who is there to gobble the ball up and find it into the back of the net. But he seemed to lose his footing and slip and put it wide. That's a huge chance for Hemel Hempstead wasted. In the back for Chippenham this last couple of weeks, but especially today, and sends the ball. Here's Chris Paul now. Sends the ball in towards the box. It's towards Ethan Holt, who is there, but Will Henry manages to claim. Elfie Santos just in front of me now, driving forward. Lawal is in the box if he can find him. Santos just to drive at Ajayi. Chappell now. Santos sends the ball towards Lawal, who's nearly in there, but he's headed away. Joe Hanks just trusts the ball down. Joe Hanks made his way into the box. Oh, and he's hit the post. Joe Hanks made his way through the... Luke Russ has now got an opportunity. He's bundled to the floor. And it's a free kick for Chippenham. So frantic. Joe Hanks holds his head in his hands as he broke through the hole. Is this a yellow card now? Yes, another yellow card. I can't see who for. In the Hemel Hempstead back line, I think... Oh, that's a crunching challenge from Scott Morris. With a really nice challenge now for Santos. Just while there's a bit of stoppage in play as Chippenham take his long time with the throw in. Matt, who do you really think is man of the match today? I think it's got to be a Chippenham player, and personally, I mean, for me, it's either got to be Lawal or Santos. I'm leaning more towards the number 17, Ola Lawal.
I personally agree. Yeah, I think Santos has been absolutely outstanding today. I mean, Ola Lawal. I mean, there's some fantastic runs through on goal. But
Santos runs through on goal now here really well. Santos making room in goal, and it's in the back of the net. It's another Christmas cracker for Elfie Santos a week before Christmas. Oh, and there's celebrations down in the far end just ahead of us. And Chippenham have surely taken 3 points here from Vauxhall Road now. Elfie Santos with goals in back-to-back weeks. He absolutely split through the Hemel Hempstead defence. We were just talking about who should be man of the match, him or Ola Lawal, and I think that sealed the deal. It's Elfie Santos with another goal for Chippenham Town. He did so well just to drive through the Hemel defence, who were just absolutely sheared past. And he stuck it right in the bottom corner. Goalkeeper Nick Hayes got a small touch on it, but it wasn't enough to keep it out. Alfie Santos with another goal for Chippenham Town. He's really found his goal-scoring vein now, even so much that Will Henry ran from one side of the pitch all the way to the other. And with 4 minutes left in this game, many of the Hemel Hempstead fans around me leave their seats. To make that not long left now, but we'd like to thank you for tuning in just before this game ends here, and we wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and we hope to see as many of you as we can on Boxing Day for the big game against Bath City, which, if we take this form into it, can do really well. Here's Mantum, goes sideways towards Ajayi. Is he going to think about a shot from range? No, he plays it sideways, but it's given away. Alex Bray with a good touch. Will Richards just sends this ball long as Harrison Lee is going to challenge Mantum. Harrison Lee putting loads of pressure on Westbrook. Here's Ajayi now. Sends the ball forward. Headed down. Here's Chappell. Turns inside of Alfie Santos, but Santos still battling really well, and Lee gets involved now. Here's Westbrook. Surely only 10 seconds as Ola Lawal walks in front of us. He looks absolutely shattered, but he's had a great game as he puts his thumb up towards me now. Here's Jack Westbrook. Manton. Here is Kyler Gies, the referee, looks at his watch for final time. Cerulli can't beat Will Richards, who's been unstoppable in marking Cerulli today, as Will Henry grasps hold of the ball, and I think that has to be it. Will Henry with this final goal kick, and thought surely it got to be the final action of this afternoon. And there's cheers from Chippenham Town, but there's boos from the Hemel Hempstead fans here as they lose at home by 2-0. They were really dominated from, I'd say, from start to finish here by Chippenham. A commanding performance as we see manager Mike Cook shaking hands, or more of a fist bump, with Mark Jones in front of us. But if you're joining us, a gritty battle between Hemel Hempstead and Chippenham Town here, where both sides saw red cards. Chippenham Town had a man sent off in Dan Griffiths